Hi and hello Flosstube friends, good morning. Welcome back to my little place on the internet for everything cross stitch. I am Sen, I am an artist and designer, and I'm very glad to have you here with me on this wonderful, way too hot early summer day, or at least that's what the weather would want to make you believe. It is the 25th of May. So technically we're still in late spring, but we're having a quite persistent early heat wave here in Germany. So that's fun. Not really. If you know me, I'm not the biggest fan of summer, but it is what it is. But that aside, today is a bank holiday, so filming is really the only thing probably that I'm gonna do on my usual Monday plans, because other than that, we usually do mostly grocery runs on Monday, which will have to wait until tomorrow. But that means maybe I can get some more stitching done than most other days. So, but we will see. For now, I believe we're all here to, well, see what stitching I did do over the past week. It's not too little. So let's move over to my desk and take a peek, and then we can have a little chat afterwards. As usual, shall we? Okay, let us begin. And as usual, these will be in no particular order because I cannot, I just cannot. So let's see. The first thing that I did work on is part of my game stitching, or the first one that I'm going to show you. And I did work on irises and dragonflies, and this will be probably a frequent visitor for a bit because I did roll crazy high stitch numbers for this one. This one I did roll maximum stitches for Miles Manor, which is 3,200. Yes, 3,200. So I did of that over the past week a little over, not even over the past week, I already started it last week. So this week I gave it 650 more stitches. So this is where this one is currently at. Still missing a little over 2,100 to reach the goal for the next room. So this is gonna be around for a bit longer, which is fine. I do like working on it. So it's the 1/1. It is full cross though, so it does take a little bit longer than most of my other full coverages. But like I said, that's fine. It's just taking a little bit of a break. Maybe it's going to take a break for the entire week and then I'll pick it back up next week, but we will see, because I do need to alternate between these, especially the ones that I roll so high for, because otherwise I know I'm gonna burn out on them. Then I don't want to do it. And while I do play this game to get some work into, like, burning myself out on them defeats the purpose. So that is where irises and dragonflies is currently sitting at. And yes, we'll see a lot of chaotic hanging threads with this one. So let's put this away. Put it to the side so we can grab the next one. The next one I have here was my sneaky new start. Oh yeah, I didn't show you what it looks like finished, right? Give me 1 second before we move on to the next. Before I forget, this is what it will look like finished. This is by Artisy, and I will link it in the description because this is still very much available. And then we do have, I guess, my sneaky new start. Got a bit more love. Let's fold this again so you can see it better. This is about a little over half the width of the project in total. I'm probably not gonna work much more on this for now. It is still missing a couple of colors, but I will probably put it in the, it's missing 2 colors. But I will probably put it on the wheel, and as soon as I have the colors, I'm not sure, maybe I'll even put it on the wheel before that. So, but as soon as it has the colors, it's gonna go on the decision wheel, and then we will have to wait until it comes up in one of the Miles and Manor games that has my full coverages. It gets chosen for a room, because all of my older projects that are in there as well are looking to get some attention, and I cannot always just do new starts and do a little bit on them and then put them away. And that's why I have so many projects, if you see my whipper rate, that only have like 1% done. So this is what this will look like when it is finished. It's Forest Dragon. The artwork is by Anne Stokes. I think that's the only artwork of hers that I have as cross stitch. This was by Thread Geeks. I do believe it's discontinued. So that is that one. Next I did, as I said last time, work on a little bit on my Milestone Manor game round that has my non-full coverages, because I did kind of want to get the ranger done. So I was doing a little bit of the back and forth, but that being said, I did not get it done because, and I'll get into that in a moment, the next one I worked on, and this got this one this way, yeah, is the Lucky in Thirds. So I went back into the room for this one. I did a row finish on it, like finished here, went down here and finished a row, and that got its 200 stitches over the past week. So this is where this one is at. And then I did move back into the hallway, which had my ranger. So let me find that one real quick. So let's get the game board up just for the moment, so you can follow if you want to. So let's see. I was on the top floor here. So I was here, yeah, Lucky Thirds. Did the 200 stitches on that, moved back into the hallway, which has the ranger, and then I did work on that. So let's grab this one. So it got its 200 stitches. So let's see, where do I have my, yeah, it got 200 stitches. And doing those 200 stitches, like up here in the flag, a little bit in the bow, the brown that was still missing in here, and a little bit of the green and the leaves moving down here, I gave it another row finish. And with that, and I also like zeroed out another color, which made it a total of 3 colors completely out since I started putting this, which is also a milestone. So I got a total of 2 milestones doing the 200 stitches on this one, which means that I got a level up when I finished this. So this is where this one is currently at. It is still missing around 300 stitches and then it will be done. So 2 more goes for this guy here. So I will show you, not that it's necessary because it's almost done. This is what it looks finished. However, as you see, I'm not stitching the background. So all of this would be stitched, but I omitted that. And I obviously changed, like, not stitching the class here. I have the name of my character in there, as I usually do with doing D&D pieces. So, but that being said, I was planning on going back to either Secret Garden or Lucky Thirds, doing 200 stitches on either of these, and going back and doing another 200 stitches to actually finish this. Almost finish it, because again, it's more than 200 stitches left, it's 2 rounds left. But since I had a level up, and the rule of the game is you need to go back to the entrance hall to level up. That's what I did. But let me also like zoom the camera out a little bit more so you can see the entire game board. I think this works. So I moved back to the entrance hall, but the fact that I got a level up also means I got an HP more, and 1 more HP means I could open another room. So since I am now in the entrance hall, next project that will come out is First Baby Dragon. So that will be the next that I work on. And the next room that I opened was room number 3, the study, next to the entrance hall. And that, coincidentally enough, had one of my other D&D patterns that has been languishing for quite a while. So we will see that one soon. But for now, when I pick this one back up, Forest Baby Dragon will be the first that comes up. But that is that game for now. Then I did work on 2 of my summer models. You are quite familiar with this one here. I've shown it in the past couple videos, so this got a bit more love. I don't know how many stitches did I give it. About 400 more. So this is almost done. There's just a little bit left here. I have 1 single strand of floss left that I will probably work in either today or tomorrow. But if I'm lucky, like, I ordered more of this floss, which is supposed to arrive tomorrow. So if it's actually the same, and I hope it is, I will be able to finish this next week. No, this week. It's Monday. So I will hopefully be able to finish it this week and finally make it available. I'm still in the process of moving my shop over, which I hope I will be able to finish this week as well. I should if I get cracking, but you know, it's a lot of work and it's mind-numbing work to just copy and paste texts and all that. So, but yeah, more to that in plans. And then I also picked up the other Zesty project that you've probably seen. I think it goes this way. Yeah. That I started quite a while ago and haven't picked up in a bit. But I did give this some love as well. A little over 100 stitches, I think. No, actually more. A little over 300 stitches for this one. Because I do plan on finishing this one this summer as well. So I can also make it available. But that's where this one is at. And then I have 1 more. Let's look at the last one. That did not get much because I picked that up yesterday evening, late evening, so it only got 60 stitches because then I got distracted by something else. So on one of my other game boards, we did this one last time, and then I rolled for this room. I rolled Lantian, so that's a Margaret Morales artwork. So I have an Earth Designs chart that I've had for quite a while. So yesterday I picked this one up. It's still here, and I am planning on working on it today. So yesterday it only got 60 stitches, so there will not be much difference from in the before and after. I just put it in the hoop. That's where it is now. And I don't think I'll even put a before in there because 60 stitches down here is not gonna look different. So this is where this one's sitting at. I'm gonna do the same like typewriter, but since I started this, for some reason started this project at the bottom right corner, I will do like the typewriter method, like row by row from down and going up. So I'm currently moving across the row for the first, across the row for the first row. So that's what this one is like. And I think it's at 2 point something percent. So it's not even nearly anywhere, considering that I started it almost 4 years ago. But yeah, you will see this again next week. I need to do 2,000 stitches on it for the game board, I believe. I didn't even mark how many I did yesterday, but it's fine. I'll get to that when I'm done here. So that is the last one. Let's put this away for now so I can pick that back up after I'm done filming and had some breakfast, and give it some more stitches. Maybe I will do the entire 2000. Not today, probably. But who knows? I have done 2010 stitches on a project in a day. That's it's possible. So let's move back around and get into a little bit of plans and chatting, and I will also show you a sneak peek of next month's Patreon pattern. So stay tuned for that. So now that I'm done fighting my tripod, so here we are again. So let's start with what some of you might have been excited for all month, because I have not shown any sneak peeks of what next month's Patreon pattern will be. All you know is that I said it's going to be another member of the frog family, and that could have been anything, right? Because, well, you know the basic of what they look like, these little stamps, and there is 2 more that we are missing to get the entire set of 10 together that I have. So I had not started model stitching it or anything over the entire month so far because I've been crazy busy, and I was planning on just putting it up with the mock-up. But my lovely friend Mura was like, do you have, like, should I help you model stitch? Do you have something small? And I was like, well, technically, you could see if you want to do like the little froggies that I still have open, and I'm planning on doing a lot more like smaller patterns, and he likes stitching like small patterns that are quickly done. So he finished the model stitch for this over, I don't know, 3 days. So there it is, courtesy of my lovely friend Moa, who made this little model of our newest frog friend. This is the Angie frog, or angry frog. We say Angie because Angie is cuter. And then there will be 2 more. No, we're actually missing 3, right? So this guy will be available on my Patreon on the 1st of June. And then there's 2 more to come in the future that are currently in the works. So we'll see if they also come to Patreon eventually, or if I will just put them in the shop over time. But for now, you can be looking forward to this little angry guy. Maybe, and you can think what he's angry about. Who knows? Maybe he doesn't like the heat either, because I sure don't. It's way too warm. But I am thinking about either doing for July or August. I'm not sure yet. The final installation of the seasonal samplers. Like we had autumn, we have winter, and we have spring. We're still missing summer. I'm still thinking about what to put on it. I have a couple ideas, but nothing finalized yet. And then I also have to stitch it, so we will see. Either July or August is on the plan. And then there's something in between that I have not fully decided on yet. But yeah, I hope you're looking forward to the new little frog friend coming up soon. If you want this little guy and you're not on my Patreon yet, the link is in the description. You can sign up to my Patreon for free. Then you will not get any patterns, but you will get notifications of patterns when they come out each month. There is a public preview, so you will be able to see what you can sign up for, even if you're not a paying member. And then you can pledge every month as you choose. If there's a pattern that comes out that you really want, then you can just pledge for a month. Everything is appreciated, but you can absolutely join for free just to get the notifications. So if that's what you want to do, feel free. You'll get an email. I do not do a lot of updates. You get an email once per month. It's not gonna spam your mailbox or anything. You just get the update when something new comes out at the start of the month. And maybe sometime in between if there's like a freebie or a poll or something, which I haven't I don't do that much because it's like very small community still, but I appreciate everybody that wants to give it a look. Other than that, yeah, as I mentioned briefly before, I am still in the works of moving my shop over to my other shop. Like I have two Etsy shops. I have one for my stationery and art business, and I have one for my cross stitch. So with the situation that Etsy is currently at, I reckon it's better to like compile everything into one big shop to get like the visibility against all of those AI and drop shipping and whatever like massive shops are out there. I don't know if it will work or if I'm just gonna hurt myself by putting everything together. We will see. But so patterns are gradually disappearing from the shop that you're familiar with and moving over to the other shop. It is linked in the info box on my Etsy. It's also linked down in the description. You will find it on my website, on my Linktree page. When I'm done with that, I will also set up a Ko-fi where I will have all of my digital patterns, because some of them I will not move over. They will just quietly disappear from Etsy, but you will be able to get all of them on Ko-fi. And then while I do that, I'm also gonna gradually put all of my patterns into ClickStitch that I briefly touched upon in my last video. And when I get more into it, I'm definitely gonna talk about it a little bit more again. But like I said, it's a lot of admin work in the back that I'm currently busy with. So yeah, that's about it, I suppose. We're, like I said, we're dealing with very beautiful but way too hot weather currently. So it's about almost 30 degrees, which is crazy for May in Germany. It's definitely not normal. So I'm just hoping for it to pass soon and for some cooler days in between, because you can't even cool down the flat overnight. Like, we had all the windows open overnight and it's still 23 degrees inside. And German houses are not known for having air conditioning because we did not used to need them back in the day when I was a kid. Which was a while ago, but not that long ago. I can imagine, like, this is not normal. Like, temperatures have been rising like crazy over the past 10 years or so. Newer houses are built with air conditioning a lot more frequently now, but we live in an older, like 50s, 60s-ish building. They certainly don't. They're built to trap the heat inside, like your common European, Northern European house. So that's fun when it's 30 degrees outside. But anyway, summer ramblings aside, you'll probably hear a lot more of that over summer, because we love summer. But yeah, other than that, bank holiday, I'm probably gonna chill a little bit today and do some stitching and maybe do some work on the side. We will see. For now, I'm gonna hop off here and have some breakfast and more coffee. And I hope you all have a lovely week. Let me know down in the comments what you've been stitching, if you've been stitching while you watched my weekly update, and what you're excited to see next. So I'm looking forward to hear from you. If you're not subscribed yet, please hit the little subscribe button and the little heart, the like, if you like this video, and help me feed the algorithm so I can I can connect with more people out there. So until then, my lovely friends, have a great week and happy stitching. Bye bye.